Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Chakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that we will. Peace and blessings to the elect of Israel. Shalom and Ababa Ball. Back at it with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. Lord's will, this video is edifying. And this is just a testimony that I had from a little earlier on tonight. And I just want to give thanks to Yahweh Bashmi Yahweh Shai. All right, because the Lord delivered me from death, really. The Lord delivered me from death. I was on my way to fellowship with some brothers, that came down. They came into town this weekend, if you will. And I just got done fellowshipping with another brother in the camp. It was just me and that brother, and we was just fellowshipping at his house for, a good portion of the day. We ran a couple errands and stuff like that, just fellowshipping, spending time, brotherly love, so on and so forth. So, that brother and I, we got done. We read 1 Corinthians 11, because we do reading together too. Like we read chapters together. So we got, we read 1 Corinthians 11, and then after that, I left his crib, and earlier that day, we made necklaces. All right, we made necklaces like with the stones and stuff like that through the spirit, and it's just crazy because one thing that I recognized is that when Satan, he's doing his job, nevertheless, but Satan he doesn't really like to see us, in unison in the spirit. He doesn't really like to see us, on our purpose, so on and so forth, He much rather us be doing something carnal, but that's his lot, what I'm saying? So, you respect him for his position, so to speak. He's still a son of the Most High, but nevertheless, Satan did not want, us to link up, me and the brothers that came down, particularly the Nashville brothers, man. All right. Brothers got some beautiful spirits on them, man. It's funny because the backstory, if you will, go back to the backstory. I actually met those brothers, or not really met, but spiritually met those brothers through social media, before they joined GMS. I think they used to teach with this camp that's now referring to themselves as YSO, Yahweh Shai Sanctified Ones, which them brothers is doing the work too. May the Lord have mercy upon them brothers too, And if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure they adhere to the doctrine of GMS. I'm not 100% sure, how identical they are with their doctrine to GMS, but I'm sure it's not too far off because I know a brother who's in that camp, and he subscribes to the apostles. But nevertheless, so that's the backstory. I met them brothers over social media via the truth, of Yahweh Basham Shai. And so, then those brothers, they joined GMS, and, months go by, a lot of time goes by. Never, really got the chance to link up with those brothers, So, finally the Lord had it set up to where we were able to link up all together, and it was just beautiful in the spirit, to be able to spend time with them brothers. But Satan was really hindering it, man. Satan was really hindering it. And as I'm looking at the time on the phone, it's about to be 1:33, like he tells you in Psalms 133. How beautiful is it for brethren to dwell together in unity, And Satan was hindering that, man, because ultimately Satan is desiring to sift us as wheat, man, and that's exactly what was coming. So, right when I'm leaving the brother's house, the brother from GMS West Palm, right when I'm leaving his house, all right, right when I'm leaving his house, I went to the gas station because my car was on E. So I went to the gas station, and right when, the gas station is right by the expressway, so to speak. So I went to the gas station, and then from there, hopped on the expressway. But before I got on the expressway, I was running to the gas station, running inside the store, to pay for my gas, because I was kind of, I seen it was kind of getting late. And then, the distance, from where the Miami brothers was at and the Nashville brothers was kind of, a little bit over an hour, compared to where I was at the brother's house. So I was kind of trying to rush because, I was already, it was already like around 9:30ish, you know what I'm saying? So I wanted to spend as much time as with the brothers as possible, as the Lord allowed. But nevertheless, I ran as I'm running to the gas station to go inside, my necklace broke. Boom, pop. Like just randomly, you know what I'm saying? And I was not expecting it to pop like that, but it popped. The beads, they went everywhere, or the stones, they fell everywhere, rolled all over the place. And so, through the spirit, the Lord had the spirit on me where I was more temperate. I was just like, you know what? Everything happens for a reason. You know what I'm saying? I was just saying to myself, like, I don't know why the Lord did it, but, there's clearly a reason why it happened. You know what I'm saying? Because it happened. You know what I'm saying? So, pretty much. And then a Jake helped me pick up the stones, and some Jake who was walking in the store, he helped me pick up the stones, and he helped me pick up a decent amount of the stones. And I told him, I was like, may the Lord have mercy on the both of us. You know what I'm saying? Because shit, I need mercy just as much as the next man. But I was saying that really, for us both, of course, but for him first and foremost, you know what I'm saying? Because he did a good deed by helping me pick up my stones, because it was literally right in front of the door of the store. You know what I'm saying? The stones was everywhere, all over the floor, but he helped me gather up a lot of stones. So nevertheless, moving forward, all right, I pick up the stones, gather them together through the spirit, the Wadi Abashim Shai. Which is spiritual, because the Lord said he was going to make up his jewels, man. And Lord willing, we be those jewels, like it tells you in Malachi 3. And it's all, and matter of fact, I just got to get it, man, because, I'm going to get to the testimony, but I'm really just flowing through the spirit right now. This is Malachi 3 and verse 16. It says, "Then they that feared the Lord spake often one to another, and the Lord hearkened and heard it. And a book of remembrance was written before him for them that feared the Lord and that thought upon his name." And Lord willing, that's us, man. All right, Lord willing. Verse 17, "And they shall be mine, saith the Lord of hosts, in that day when I make up my jewels." All right, just like how I was picking up the jewels that fell upon the floor, it's like how Lord willing, we be a part of the number of the elect. We, like the Lord said in Lamentations, the 4th chapter, the sons of Zion, likened unto fine precious gold. But basically they let me bounce back, because I don't want to misquote it. This is Lamentations 4:1. "How is the gold become dim? How is the most fine gold changed? The stones of the sanctuary are poured out in the top of every street." It says, "The precious sons of Zion, comparable to fine gold. How are they esteemed as earthen pitchers, the work of the hands of the potter?" So that's the point of that right there. So, we were like those precious stones that fell to the ground, so to speak. We're them angels who left our first estates. Lord willing, we be a part of that number. But now the Lord, he's making up his jewels, man. All right, he's bringing us back into the fold, and leading us back into righteousness. Lord willing, we be those men, a part of that elect, Verse 17, "And they shall be mine, saith the Lord of hosts, in that day when I make up my jewels, and I will spare them as a man spareth his own son that serveth him." And that's exactly what happened tonight, man. The Lord spared me, man. All right, because I could have died, man. And I'm not even saying that to be exaggerating or anything like that. It's just the plain fact of the matter, I was literally looking death in the face, so to speak, man. But the Lord had mercy. He spared me, man. Just like how I was praying, and see, that's spiritual too. And as I'm doing this lesson, this testimony, I'm seeing all the spiritual connections behind it. I'm sure there's still more to be uncovered that, the Lord probably put another brother's portion of the spirit to break down. But I'm seeing the spirituality behind it, because here it is. I'm praying for the Lord to have mercy on this Jake, who was helping me pick up the stones. And it was like the Lord saying he's gonna spare his jewels, man. And it's spiritual, because usually when someone does something nice for me, because, when someone does us wrong, we want to throw up curses on them. So, the thing to be balanced with it is someone does something good for us, you put a blessing on them. But, usually when someone does something nice to me, or if, the Lord puts it in my spirit, I'll pray for the Lord to have mercy upon them, But tonight, I prayed for the Lord to have mercy on us both, You know, and that was just spiritual now that I think about it, because like the Lord said, he's going to spare them as a man spareth his own son that serveth him, man. And the Lord spared me, man. Verse 18, then shall you return and discern between the righteous and the wicked, between him that serveth Yahweh Shai and him that serveth him not. And yeah, we're starting to see dudes who are really about this word and dudes who aren't, man. All right, but nevertheless, okay, I want to move forward. All right, so after I leave the gas station, pay for my gas, I hop on the expressway, and I'm like, speeding down to try to get to fellowship with the brothers. And it's about 9:30-ish. I think I left the gas station maybe around 9:20 something, and I was probably about the expressway about 9:30-ish, maybe like 9:35, whatever. But I'm going down the expressway, and I'm like, I'm not gonna lie, I was speeding. I'm not gonna lie, but anyways, I was speeding down the expressway, and usually the left lane is the lane for the fast cars to go, or the cars who are driving faster, so I was trying to get over to the left lane. And as I'm like in that lane, right before the left lane, all the way to the left, there was a car coming out of nowhere, speeding down. And I had my my turning signal on, because I wanted to turn left. So I had my turning signal on, and the car was like trying to beat me to me making that left turn, so to speak. So I'm like, all right, shit, the car was like coming fast, and I didn't really have that much time to turn left and speed up in front of him, because the thing is, when someone's driving fast behind you and you get in the lane that they were in, either they slow down or you drive fast enough to where you can keep that cushion between you and that driver. I'm not trying to give driving lessons, but I'm just explaining the dynamic, so to speak. So that car was going super fast, so I had hit my brakes because there was a car right in front of me while I'm going fast, and I'm trying to go into that left lane because, mind you, as I'm driving fast, there was a car in front of me, so I'm looking to make that left turn so I can get around the car that's in front of me while I'm speeding, and I can be in that left lane, and go down fast. But then that car out of nowhere is just come speeding behind me, flying down behind me. So I had to hit my brakes because I'm like, oh shit, this dude is about to T-bone me. So I hit my brakes. I like pump my brakes, and I swerve back. In to the original lane before I was about to make that left turn, because the dude was literally right behind me. So I swerved back, and then I guess I was going, since I was going really fast and I was hitting my brakes and I'm swerving the car, the brakes like kind of locked up, and then next thing you know, that car was still in front of me. The car who I was trying to go around, that car was still in front of me. So I try to swerve back to that left lane again, but this time I feel the car shaking out of control in the back. The car is like fishtailing, so I'm like, oh shit, so I got the wheel and I moved back to that original lane, and then the car like was fishtailing, and the next thing you know, I like pumped the brakes real hard. I don't even know why I did it, but man's going to the Lord. I pumped the brakes real hard, and the brakes just locked up, and the car was like, and then next thing you know, the car just spun around. It spun clockwise. So basically to my right. I'm traveling south, and the car spun to my right, and it spun around. And keep in mind, this is on the expressway, so it's not like it's just a local street where they have stoplights. No, this is the expressway where cars are flying down, where the speed limit is about 65 miles per hour. So cars are coming down behind me as this is all going down. And so when I spun out, I'm literally like on some Fast and Furious. I don't know if you ever seen that Fast and Furious. I think it was the second one with Tyrese in it, where I forgot the guy's name, but he might be an Israelite foreigner, but Paul Walker. Yep, that's his name, Paul Walker. He there was a scene where he was in the car with that one Northern Kingdom chick, and he was driving backwards, and he was like looking at her eyes while he was driving backwards. So that was literally what it was, man. I was at least going maybe like 50 miles. No, I must have been going over 50 miles, to be honest, but I was like at least going over 50 miles minimum reversing backwards. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh shit. And as the car's spinning out, I'm saying, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, you know, how was Shai now? Izarnia. You know, I'm basically asking the Lord to deliver me, to help me. I'm like, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. And then I said it, Babakusha, Babakusha, Babakusha. You know, I said it like 3 times. And next thing you know, the Lord just, the car was moving backwards. And as I'm moving backwards, now I'm facing north. And keep in mind that we're heading south, okay? I'm supposed to be heading south to go meet up with the brother. So I'm on the expressway heading south, but I'm in the south lane facing north, okay? Because I'm facing the cars that, you know, I'm facing the cars that was coming down. And I'm like, oh shit. Like, I'm just like, and in my mind, I'm like, yo, this is it. You know, like I was like, shh, you know, and it was just like, it was happening so slow, but it was also happening so fast, so to speak. And I'm like, yo, Bashmi Al-Shai, Babu Kashah, Zarnia, you know, help me. Babu Kashah, Babu Kashah, Babu Kashah. You know, and I'm like, and then, you know, I just pumped the brakes real hard. I pumped the brakes hella fucking hard, man. And then the Lord just made the car reverse, and the car, and to Wadi Bashim Al-Shai, that it wasn't the guardrail, because I could have fucking ran into the guardrail and that would have been a whole nother situation. But the Wadi Bashim Al-Shai, I pulled over to like the right side of the road, if you will, and it was a grass area. So I'm pulling up, I'm reversing back, at least like going, I might have been going well over 50 miles per hour, reversing back while the car brakes is locked. So the car is basically just skidding and sliding. It's not even like the tires are rolling. The car is just skidding. So, while I'm reversing back and I'm looking at the traffic come full speed at me, you know, and I'm like, oh, fuck, you know, but then the Lord just reversed the car back, and then the car basically, like, you know, kind of like when you make a 3-point turn, you know, you basically, you make the turn and then you reverse and then you go back the same way you came from, kind of. That was basically like what it was, but instead I did a whole 360. So to speak, because the car ended up in the grass area facing south again, you know, heading the same direction I was originally heading, man. You know what I mean? So it was just like, whoa, you know. And then once the car finally stopped, it got stuck in like the mud a little bit, you know, because you know, ended up in the dirt grass area. It got stuck in the mud a little bit. And I was just like, oh my gosh. And I just sat there. And I was like, the Wadi Yabash Mashah, call him like Yabash Mashah. I was just sitting there like, oh my goodness. You know? Like, I couldn't believe it. You know what I'm saying? Like, not saying like I doubted the Lord or anything like that. I'm saying like I couldn't believe it, like as a figure of speech. Like, yo, like, because literally the Lord had mercy. He spared me, because it could have been so much worse than what it was. It really could have been so much worse than what it was, man. And it's so crazy, because I be telling, you know, I say that to the brothers sometimes, you know, because the scripture say the souls just complain continually. So, you know, when you're among the brothers, you know, you be complaining and stuff like that. But I always say, for a balance, you know, it can be so much worse. And that's truly what it was, man, because, man, when I tell you, I was like, I could have died. You know, I'm not even saying that to be exaggerating. Like, I literally could have really died, man. All right. And then some Jake and his woman pulled over on the side of the road to come check me out to see if I was all right. And I saw the Jake hop out the car. So I took off my seatbelt, and then I got out my car, and he was like, yo, you okay? Like, you all right, bro? And I was like, yeah, bro, like, I'm all right. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, and then he kind of like, he came close to me, and I was like, he's like, yo, you good? Like, and then I was just like, I told him straight up, I said, that was the grace of God. I was like, that was all that was. I was like, that was nothing but just the grace of God. You know what I'm saying? And so he was just like, yeah, man, like basically saying like, and I gave that Jake a hug too. I gave him a hug. I'm like, yo, come here, man. Like, I appreciate you. I told him, I'm like, yo, I really appreciate you stopping to check on me, man. And I told him, I was like, may the Lord have mercy on you, man. You know, I said that to him too, you know, because Jake didn't have to pull over and check up on me, see if I was straight, you know. But he said his woman was like, you know, we should go check on him. So, you know, I told Jake, and then, you know, before I pulled off, you know, I pulled up to the side of their car, and I said, you know, may the Lord have mercy on you guys, you know, roughly paraphrasing, you know, if I'm not mistaken. I believe I said that, you know, but Man, I hugged that Jake, man, and I was like, oh, man. You know, and as this is all going down, you know, I looked up in the sky and I see the chariots up in the sky, man. I saw the chariots up there, man. You know, just chilling, watching over, man. Just like the Lord said they would, you know. So, you know, that's really what happened. You know, that's really the whole testimony, man. It was a potential shipwreck, man. You know, and it was on the way to go see the Nashville brothers and the Miami brothers, man. Satan did not want us to link up, man. You know, you could tell Satan truly didn't want us to link up because, you know, the vibes was something starting at the gas station when my necklace broke, man. Usually, I don't know how other brothers feel about this, but I feel like for me, you know, if my stones break, my necklace break, my bracelet break, you know, it kind of kills the vibe. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn. But when it broke, I just was like, you know what? It's the will of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? And I was just being patient because you never really know. One thing I've come to notice recently is like when the Lord put you in a situation, you know, no matter how bad it really looks, you truly don't know the outcome until the Lord says this is it. You know what I'm saying? Because I thought I was about to die. I really thought I was gonna die. And while the car was spinning out on the expressway, I was thinking to myself like, damn, like I let my people down. That's what I was thinking. You know, it was more of just like, damn, I let the Akim down, you know, because, you know, imagine if I did pass, you know, the mourning that would be on the brothers and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, you know, it all because, you know, I didn't have to be speeding. You know, I'm going to keep it 100, man. Scriptures talk about not being a respect of persons. How much more when you're dealing with your own self? You know, scriptures say examine thyself. So I didn't have to be speeding. And, you know, and it was a lesson for me. You know, it was definitely a lesson for me, for sure, you know, moving forward, Lord willing, you know. But nevertheless, man, I'm just grateful that I'm still here, man. I'm very grateful, man. You know, so without further ado, you know, we're just going to get into the scriptures. And Lord willing, you know, this lesson was a faith booster and edifying to the elect. This is Psalms 46:1. To the chief musician for the sons of Korah, a song upon Alamoth. Yahweh Bashem Al Shai is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Okay, and that's exactly what it was, man. The Lord was very present during that trouble, man. And guess what? We're getting ready to face Jacob's trouble, a time of trouble the world has never seen before. So you think if the Lord deliver me out of that situation, he can't deliver us, you know, out of Jacob's trouble, man? You know, because we're going to be facing death in a lot of different situations during Jacob's trouble. But the Lord is going to deliver us, Lord willing, we be those men, man. All right, matter of fact, I want to read that scripture, and I'm going to come back to the Psalms, Lord willing. Daniel 12:1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince was standing for the children of thy people. There shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book, man. And that's the elect. That's the elect, man. The elect are going to be Psalms 46 and verse 2. It says, therefore will not we fear, though the earth be removed, and though the mountains be carried into the midst of the sea. And you know what's crazy? The Lord had the spirit on me where I was just like, I wasn't afraid. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit here and act like I just, you know, ate that situation and my flesh wasn't like, oh shit, like my heart wasn't beating. I'm not going to sit here and act like that. But I wasn't really afraid because I had faith, man. And I'm not even trying to big up myself, but it's really, I'm saying this for edification. Keep the faith, man. Hold firm, hold fast to the faith, man, because the Lord got us, man. The scriptures say the Lord's hand is not shortened that he cannot save, man. It was really all the mercy of the Lord, you know. But I had faith the Lord was going to take care of me, man, because I was screaming out to the Lord. I'm like, yo, Babu Kusha, Babu Kusha, Babu Kusha. I said it 3 times. I'm like, please, 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 Lord, you know, like, shit, help me. You know what I'm saying? Damn. You know what I'm saying? But in the moment, it wasn't even like I was scared. It was more of just like, I know damn well if I crash, I'm going to feel bad, not for the sake of me crashing, but more for the sake of how it would affect others around me, man. And I'm just grateful that I didn't have to experience that, man. You know, and that the Lord had mercy on me and still allowed me to link up with those brothers, man, because I was truly looking forward to linking up with those brothers after all this time going by, you know, where I never got to see them brothers, man. You know, it's just, You know, man, call Layim Layah Bashmel Shai. Truly, man. All right. Verse 3, though the waters thereof roar and be troubled, though the high mountain shake with swelling thereof, Selah. All right. You know, basically, hey, man, the Lord is gonna help us, man. All right. The Lord is gonna help us, man. All right. Man, let me keep reading this chapter. There is a river, the streams whereof shall make the city of Yahweh Bashmel Shai. Make glad the city of Yahweh Bashmel Shai, the holy place of the tabernacles of the Most High. Yahweh Bashmel Shai is in the midst of her, that her referring to Jerusalem, Israel. It says, she shall not be moved. Yahweh Bashmel Shai shall help her. And that right early. And that's exactly what happened. The Lord helped me early, man. Because I was like, oh my gosh. You know, I was really looking at it like, shit, this is it. You know, like, I'm about to go out sad. You know what I mean? I truly thought I was about to crash and die. You know what I'm saying? Because it was crazy, man. I'm literally facing ongoing traffic, you know, where I'm facing north, but the traffic is facing south on the expressway, man. So, you know, you do the math, man. You know, but you know what it ended up equaling at the end of the day? Mercy, man. And you know what? This also has taught me, too, to have mercy. Have mercy for real, because, you know, just as quick, and to be humble, you know, because just like that, the Lord could put you in a situation where you're like, fuck, this is it for me. You know what I mean? Just like that, the Lord can humble you, man. So it taught me to have mercy and to be humble, man. All right. This is Psalms 46:6, it says, the heathen raged, the kingdoms were moved. He uttered his voice, the earth melted. The Lord of hosts is with us. The power of Jacob is our refuge. Selah. Come, behold the works of the Lord, what desolations he hath made in the earth. Yeah, the Lord is getting ready to open up a can of whoop ass, man. He's getting ready to open up hella cans of judgment, man. All right. The Lord's judgment goes forth every day, but the scriptures say, let his judgment run down as waters, man. You know, the Lord is getting ready to really cast forth judgment onto this earth because it is wicked, you know, and we might we will go through that fire, you know, but the Lord, he's going to bring us through it, man. Lord willing, we be a part of that number. It says, he maketh wars to cease unto the end of the earth. He breaketh the bow and cutteth the spear in sunder. He burneth the chariot in the fire. Be still and know that I am Yahweh Bashmel Shai. I will be exalted among the heathen. I will be exalted in the earth, man. And the Lord's name is truly, truly, truly being exalted among the earth, because I had seen earlier today, and Lord willing, I'll actually pull up the picture of it. I seen earlier today you know, a picture, or I took a picture earlier today of a car that I saw on the expressway, you know, heading down to fellowship with the brother earlier on in that day. All right. And, you know, and it's so spiritual, too, because the elder Chazak made a lesson the other night about, you know, the tribes coming together, the 12 tribes coming together, northern and southern kingdom. And it was a video about Big Pun and how they were wearing all white, which the scriptures talk about how the saints shall be clothed in all white in the book of Revelation. So here it is. Yeah, I have a white on white Mercedes Benz. All right. And, you know, it was a Jake in the car. And, you know, the Jake, I drove past the Jake, but the Lord put the spirit on that Jake to zoom up right next to me. And when he zoomed up, I looked at the front of his license plate, and this is what I see. You know, I'm like, oh, shit, you know, and I took a picture. I was like, oh, shit, I took a picture of it. And guess what I saw, man? I saw the Lord's name, man. So the Lord's name is being exalted here in these last days, man. Call Layim Layah Bashmel Shai. So, you know, the Lord truly is great, man. The Lord truly is great. And it's just a privilege to be a part of this thing of ours, man. You know, and the Lord is always with us. The Lord is constantly with us, man. The Lord is always with us, man. And this right here is a testimony. And you know what's so crazy? Right before I saw this Jake's car, I saw another car with the license plate that had 144 on the license plate, man. So call Layim Layah Bashmel Shai. The Lord said in Matthew, the 28th chapter, quick. And, you know, I really, truly didn't mean for this video to be long, but, you know, it's just in my spirit. You know, this is Matthew 28 and verse 20. It says, teaching them to observe all things whatsoever I have commanded you. And lo, I am with you always, even unto the end of the world. Amen. So be true, man. And it is true, man. The Lord's words are faithful and true. And this is proof right here that the Lord is with us always, even unto the end of the world, man. Look at this, man. Not every day you see a Jake, or you see a car ride by with the Lord's name on the license plate, man. The Lord's name is being exalted among the earth, man. Call Layim La Yahweh Shemel Shah. All right. Salakia. Now, let me go back to the scripture. Let me get this next scripture lined up through the Spirit. Let me go to the book of Psalms. Man. Call Layim La Yahweh Shemel Shah. Psalms 34. And this whole chapter is pressure, to be honest. All right, but I'll start at verse 4. I might skip around. This is Psalms 34 and 4. It says, I sought the Lord, and he heard me, and he delivered me from all my fears. They looked unto him and were lightened, and their faces were not ashamed. This poor man cried, and the Lord heard him and saved him out of all his troubles. The angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him and delivereth them. All right, and that's exactly what happened, man. That's exactly what happened. All right, now I'm going to skip down. It's verse 15. It says, I'll start with 14. Psalms 34 and 14. It says, depart from evil and do good. Seek peace and pursue it. The eyes of the Lord, which also represent the angels as well, are upon the righteous, and his ears are open unto their cry. And that's, man, when I tell you I cried out to the Lord, man, the Lord really delivered me from that, man. Duwadi Abashimel Shai, and I'm just grateful to be alive. It gives you a whole new meaning of the preciousness of life, so to speak, because, we, sometimes complaining, hey, man, fuck this life. I hate my life, da-da-da-da. Which you should hate your life, but at the same time, there's balance to it, man. You can also appreciate it, too, because the Lord still gives us opportunity to serve him, man. It's truly a blessing. You know what I'm saying? Truly. All right, this is Psalms 34 and 16. It says, the face of the Lord is against them that do evil, to cut off the remembrance of them from the earth. Verse 17, the righteous cry, and the Lord heareth and delivereth them out of all their troubles, man. Verse 18, the Lord is nigh unto them that are of a broken heart, and saveth such as be of a contrite spirit. And that's very key, to be brokenhearted, man, to understand that we messed up, to be brokenhearted and to serve the Lord with meekness and humbleness and contrite of spirit, man, and the Lord will deal with you. Verse 19, many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivereth him out of them all. He keepeth all his bones, not one of them is broken. And that's exactly what happened, man. I didn't even catch a scratch, man. The Wadi Abba Shemel Shai. And the way that crash or incident was, that potential shipwreck, the Wadi Abba Shemel Shai wasn't a crash. Honestly, some person would expect me to be dead. You know what I'm saying? And I asked the guy too, the brother who came out to check up on me, when that incident happened. I asked him, I was like, what did it look like? What did it look like? He's like, man, it was bad, man. He was like, it was bad, And so, that dude was surprised that I was alive, man. Just as much as I'm surprised myself. And I can only imagine from seeing from his point of view, because, he saw it from the outside looking in, so to speak, So, call Layim La Yahweh Shemel Shai. And Lord willing, that boosted his faith too. And it's crazy, when the dude, right before the dude left, he dapped me up and he looked me in my eyes. He said, God got you, bro. That's what he said to me. I was like, oh, man, in my mind, I'm like, call Layim La Yahweh Shemel Shai. But I was like, I appreciate it. Thank you. And I was like, may the Lord have mercy on you. That's what I said to him. And that was just spiritual, man. He looked me right in my eyes and was like, God got you. And the spiritual thing about it, too, is as I'm heading down to the Miami brothers and Nashville brothers, I get off the exit, and the first thing I see, I look to my right, I get off the exit. First thing I see is a sign, like an advertisement sign. And on the phone number, it had 144 on the phone number, man. I'm like, call Layim La Yahweh Shemel Shai. Call Layim La Yahweh Shemel Shai. There's just many many different signs that the Lord, and that's like, I'm not saying that I'm looking for a sign or anything like that. It's not out of disbelief, but it's more of just like out of confirmation. The Lord is like doing it out of confirmation. You know what I mean? And it was just heavy, man. It was truly heavy, man. And it was truly a blessing to be able to link up with all them brothers, man. It truly was. All right. It says, evil shall slay the wicked, and they that hate the righteous shall be desolate. The Lord redeemeth the soul of his servants, and none of them that trust in him shall be desolate, man. And that's facts, man. All right. That's facts. And then I got this picture. This is the picture that the brother got at his house, so I took a picture of it. It's crazy how, today, out of all them times I've been in the brother's house, seen that poster board, today was a day where I was like, you know what? I'm going to take a picture of this, and now I understand why through the Spirit, because it's a perfect scripture to bring out for this lesson. This is Isaiah 41 and verse 10. It says, fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy power. I will strengthen thee. Yeah, I will help thee. Yeah, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness. Behold, all they that were incensed against thee shall be ashamed and confounded. They shall be as nothing, and they that strive with thee shall perish. Thou shalt seek them and shall not find them, even them that contended with thee. They that war against thee shall be as nothing and as a thing of naught. For I, the Lord Yahweh, thy power, will hold thy right hand, saying unto thee, fear not, I will help thee. So the Lord, he's going to help us during these times of trouble that we're entering into. Verse 14, fear not, thou worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel. And man, when I tell you, while that whole situation was happening, and basically, I see why the scriptures say we're like a worm, because the car locked up, the brakes of the car locked up. The car was just skidding, spinning out of control, and I couldn't do a damn thing about it. Only thing I was able to do through the Spirit was call upon Yahweh Shem Shai. That was literally the only option I had. It wasn't like I could just whip the car around and try to get back on track, because keep in mind, there's traffic coming behind me. It's not like I don't have traffic behind me. So if I was to whip the car around, I would have to, make sure the car is going fast enough to where the oncoming traffic is not going to run into the back of me. So I literally could do nothing, so like a worm is defenseless, man. And that's how we truly are. We're truly worms, man. So, that was a humility experience for me as well, man. Fear not, thou worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel. I will help thee, saith the Lord. Yeah, saith the Lord, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel, man. All right. And we truly are worms, man. That's why, speaking to myself first and foremost, it's best to just move humbly, man, because the Lord can put you in a predicament where, hey, if you are mighty, man, the Lord can truly break you down and make you cry like a woman. I say that. Because that was something serious, man. And I'm not even trying to be exaggerating. Usually I don't be exaggerating stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But I truly could have died, man. And I'm just grateful that I'm still here, to be able to be around the brothers and do the work of Yahweh Shem Shai, man. That's really what it was for me, The fact that I'm still be able to be around the brothers and doing the work of Yahweh Shem Shai. This is Psalms 91. And verse 9, it says, because thou hast made the Lord Yahweh, Baal Shem Shai, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation, there shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. For he shall give his angels charge over thee to keep thee in all thy ways. They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. And that's exactly what happened, man. The Lord kept the charge over me via the angels, man. The brothers was making jokes. It was like the angel came down and was like, all right, whip the car back around, which is so true, man, because the way it happened was just like, bruh, you know what I'm saying? It was nothing but the Lord, man. It was truly a quote unquote miracle, man, truly, man. There's no logical explanation. The only logical explanation, if you will, is just it was the mercy of the Lord. It's Job 5:17. Behold, happy is the man whom Yahweh Shem Shai corrected. Therefore despise not the chastening of the Almighty. For he maketh sore and bindeth up. He woundeth and his hands make whole. He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. Yea, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee. And those 6 troubles represent the 6 trumpets, The time of Jacob's trouble, so on and so forth. It says in 7, there shall no evil touch thee, meaning the seventh trumpet, the completion of destruction, which is ultimately the judgment day, the day of the missiles and the chariots. All right. And why is no evil going to touch us in that day? Lord willing, we be a part of that number, because we'll be in the chariots watching the destruction of this place, man. All right. Lord willing, we be those men. Verse 20, in famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. All right. And the scriptures talk about how the Jacob's trouble is going to be, a day of battle, so to speak, man. So it says in war, he's going to redeem us from the power of the sword, man. It says, thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beast of the earth, for thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field, and the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee, man. Yeah, we're not going to have to worry about them different wild beasts here in these last days, during the times of Jacob's trouble, so on and so forth. Because the Lord, he's going to be having that hedge about us, man. And the ultimate way we strengthen that hedge, Yahweh Shem Shai, is doing what's pleasing in his sight, doing the work, prayer, of course, man. Prayer, man. Truly, 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 prayer is very powerful. And I truly recommend brothers to be praying, especially in these times, man. But, this lesson can truly go on. There's a lot more scriptures that I can pull through the spirit, but it's gone on long enough, man. The point is, the Lord delivered me from death, man. And if the Lord did it for me, he could do it for the next brother too, man. For sure. You just trust in Yahweh Shem Shai. Do that which is pleasing in his sight. Trust in Yahweh Shem Shai. And he will deliver you if he feels like it. And I'm going to keep it 100 if he feels like it, but more than likely he will, And the reason why I say that is because some brothers are going to have to die for the testimony of Yahweh Shem Shai, But nevertheless, the Lord, that doesn't mean the Lord can't deliver you from that situation. It's just that's how it's written for you to go out, so to speak, But nevertheless, oh, man, I at a loss for words, man. I just want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashim Shai, Bashim Chakodash, double honors to the elders, the apostles, great millstone, never will. Peace and blessings to the elect of Israel. Shalom and Abba. Keep the faith. Keep pushing. Yahweh Bashim Shai is soon to deliver us out of this hellhole, man. Shalom and Abba.